tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
The kickoff for Chicago.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Oliver. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down by Buster.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and
nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
21-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Now it's Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin'.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 28.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
It's a gain of
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Chicago.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Ryan. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A slant to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now Ryan. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Robinson. Touchdown.
Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Tua sets up to pass it, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Falcons 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ryan able to get this to Gurley, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Ryan.
And there's a catch.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over
at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Complete to Cordell.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third down, it's Patterson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
He's across midfield.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
10.
Here's Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to put a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Tua to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Their own 49-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On play action, here's Tua. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And
still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The running back, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up second.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
31. It's a game.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A 5-yard gain.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They run with Patterson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
First down, Chicago.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 45. Come on.
And they will take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.